Namaskara and a warm welcome to Mr. Kalasad, CEO, Brigade Foundation, Mrs. Menon, Head of Brigade Foundation, Senior Management of the Brigade Foundation, principals, teachers, and my fellow students. We are honored today to have Mr. Nitesh Patil, a distinguished IAS officer, as part of the Pathfinder series of talks. As my friends are aware, these talks are organized inviting accomplished individuals from diverse fields spanning government, diplomacy, entrepreneurship, and arts to share their life experiences, values, and ideas. The aim of these talks is to broaden students' perspectives, deepen their understanding of varied career paths, and inspire them to think critically and creatively. Mr. Nitesh Patil is a distinguished Karnataka cadre IAS officer of 2012 batch, hailing from Bijapur, Karnataka. He completed his early education at PDG High School in Bijapur and pursued his pre-university education at National College, Jayanagar in Bangalore. After completing his schooling, he went on to earn a B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering from the prestigious Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. He is currently working as Director, MSME Karnataka, after serving as Deputy Commissioner of Dharwad and Belgavi districts. Mr. Nitesh Patil has a rich history of service in various positions, including Additional Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Joint Commissioner for Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike, South and Additional District Election Officer, Bengaluru South District, and Chief Executive Officer of Zilla Panchayat in Chitradurga District. He commenced his career with the IAS as Assistant Commissioner and Sub-Divisional Magistrate in the Sagar Subdivision, Shimoga District. Mr. Patil has also held a special duty role in the Disaster Management Department of the Government of Karnataka. He was the General Observer for the 2019 elections in Jaipur, Odisha, under the Election Commission of India. Throughout his career, Mr. Patil has undergone several capacity-building programs and trainings on subjects like fiscal policy, macroeconomic management, and goods and services tax in National University of Singapore. His dedication towards continuous learning and development is evident. Mr. Patil's accomplishments are noteworthy. He received the National Award for Effective Implementation of MGNREGA in 2016, led 60 Yatris as a liaison officer for the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra in 2018 by Ministry of External Affairs, and has been recognized for his exemplary work in voters' registration and renewal process. His effective administration has driven his districts to number one positions in various revenue administration schemes. He is recognized as the best district election officer by the Honorable Governor on National Voter Awareness Day in 2023. He has received a certificate of appreciation from the Ministry of Rural Development for achieving 100% targets set by 17 ministries of the Government of India under the Azadi Se Atodaya Tak campaign. He has skillfully orchestrated the successful conduct of the Belgavi winter session in both 2022 and 2023. Mr. Patil has effectively managed the impact of the challenging COVID-19 pandemic as the Deputy Commissioner of Dharwad. His skills extend across general administration, disaster management, goods and services tax, and rural development. Given his remarkable record of service and dedication, he is an ideal role model for young minds. Beyond his professional responsibilities, Shri Patil has a passion for travel and enjoys playing golf in his leisure time. Please join me in welcoming Shri Nitesh Patil, a leader whose vision, dedication, and service continue to inspire progress across Karnataka. Welcome, sir, and I invite you to take over for the session.
Good morning, students. Thank you for the generous introduction. I must really compliment Brigade Foundation and Brigade Schools for actually organizing this Pathfinder Talks, because back in our days, we did not have this kind of an exposure. In my introduction, you got to know, I am from Bijapur, Karnataka. Though I secured first rank to the Bijapur district, I did not know after 10th standard what to be done and what are the other career options. In fact, once I came first to the Bijapur district, I enrolled in National College Jayanagar. But even then, back in Bijapur, the exposure was not there that IITs actually exist. So our actually aim was only about CET. Once I came to Bangalore, and the Brigade Schools is actually giving you the exposure. So I guess you will learn a lot. And now since the world is changing so fast, and there are huge number of career options. So today's talk, we will just go across different career paths, and I will actually focus on the prestigious UPSC Civil Services Examination. So India has a rich demographic dividend. We have 65% of the population is under just 35 years. And lot of innovations are happening in India. We are having the teens, just like you, they are coming out with AI solution, artificial intelligence solutions. The teens and actually our youngsters, less than 30, they are actually becoming billionaires. And many unicorns are from Bangalore. So this is the kind of opportunity currently the India holds for all of you. So there are career opportunities in artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing, cyber security, digital transformations. Again, there are booming sectors like digital marketing, e-commerce, and you can become entrepreneurs. Similarly, again in healthcare research, we have careers in medicine, biotechnology, and medical research and healthcare technology. But again, you can dream big. You can dream for UPSC Civil Services. So why UPSC Civil Services? So civil services has always been a traditional and a respected path, because you can touch millions of lives through the UPSC by becoming IAS, IPS, or Indian Foreign Service Officer. So it's a gateway to impact billions of lives. It's a unique opportunity for you to serve the nation and also transform many challenges into the opportunities. But the UPSC challenge has the ultimate competition. More than 10 lakh people appear for this examination every year. Even up to 15 lakh people appear for this examination, and only around 1,000 vacancies are there every year. In that also for IAS, there will be around 150, for Foreign Service 50, for IPS around 150, and the rest, actually there are 24 services, income tax, customs, GST, railway services, postal services, trade services, telecom services. So for 24 services, there is a single examination, but the success rate is only 0.01%. So the lakhs of people compete. So I believe you are all grade 9 to 12. So can you guess how many grade 9 to 12 students are there across India? Just a guess, anyone who can guess the numbers, just to know the level of competition exists for all of you. Any number? A country with 140 crores? At your age, you are sitting here in Bangalore, but again, whole country, yes, 30 crore. 30 crore is a big number, but at your age, 2.5 crore, 25 million. So whatever examination or whatever career options you take, so there are in India only, there is maybe around 300 people, you are sitting here, around 2.5 crore students, they are competing with you. In civil services, around 15 lakh. But wherever you go, there is a competition. So you need to be prepared how to beat the competition. But this is one of the mother of all examination, they call. If you can beat or if you can clear this examination, you can clear any examination in the world, or you can take any career path. But again, just because your parents are forcing or a society wants, you should not choose any career options. You should choose a career option only if your passion lies in it, or if you have an interest for it. So our duty or the school's duty is to just give you an exposure for all the career options, but you should pursue whichever career where you have the passion, because passion carries always more weight than the paycheck. And always all the research shows, only when there is a passion in your work, you will actually stick to that job, and also the productivity and professional will be higher when actually you have the interest in it. So let us know what is IAS or IPS or IFS. So IAS is again in the UPSC civil service. This is the premier civil service in India, because most of them opt for IAS as their first option because of the kind of exposure it gives. Because you will be heading there are 35 government departments, you will head those departments, not just in state government, even in central government. You will be part of policy implementation as well as policy formulation for the country as you go up the career. So it's the backbone of the governance. You are the leader and you actually lead all the teams and you serve the nation, impacting again millions of people. Again, why even I chose IAS or people choose is because of the kind of the prestige it holds. And generally when we say IAS, it's actually the district collector or the district magistrate, or in Karnataka we call deputy commissioners. So there is always a famous saying, PM, CM and a DM. So how the power enjoyed by the Prime Minister at the country, national level, Chief Minister at state government level, the district magistrate or the deputy commissioner, because they are the chief administrator of the district and they hold at the district level. So I was deputy commissioner in 2 districts, Hubli Dharwad and Belgavi district. Belgavi district is one of the biggest district in Karnataka with almost 6.6 million, 66 lakh population. It is almost bigger than Goa, bigger than many northeastern states with 18 MLAs, 7 MLCs, 2 to 3 members of parliament. So you interact with so many public representatives and solving public. And Dharwad. So I would like to tell some of my experiences as Deputy Commissioner Dharwad. So I got posted to Dharwad during COVID pandemic. So on June 30th of 2020. So when I was posted, when I joined the district, the number of cases, the COVID cases in the district was 17. So only 17 cases per day. The next day I joined, it became 30. The second day it became 60. The third day it crossed 100. So within a week, the number of cases were increasing exponentially. But the kind of the infrastructure what we had was very less. And the inertia among the hospitals was also very less. So in these kind of services, you get very less time to adapt. So emergency meetings were called of all the hospitals. We had to even send police to the hospitals to take over hospitals, those who were actually refusing to treat COVID patients. We threatened them that their licenses will be cancelled. So then suddenly they started actually catering to the COVID patients. So within weeks, so we had to increase the number of bed to thousands. So at one point of time, our district was handling around more than 1,000 ICU patients with more than 30 liters per day. That is like, after Bangalore, we were only the second district which were handling the severe patients, because all the 8 districts in and around Hubli, Dharwad, all used to send all the very severe patients to our district for treatment. And in government, you cannot say no. You have to admit everyone and you are answerable. So we had to create the number of oxygen beds at an exponential rate, create medical infrastructure in very, very short span. And that is the kind of, once you actually cater to these kind of challenges for your whole lifetime, that gives the greatest satisfaction than any other private sector job which can actually give. So again, when I was Deputy Commissioner of Belgaum, again, Belgaum is also called as the second capital of Karnataka. So winter session is held in Belgaum. So whole bureaucracy, the whole government shifts to Belgaum with all the ministers, everyone. So successfully we handled, it's a huge logistical exercise. So those kind of, and there is always again, we handle law and order. Belgaum being a border district, there are always language clashes between Karnataka and Maharashtra. So you have to take a very, very bold decisions of actually even I had to pass orders restricting Maharashtra ministers entering the Karnataka border, because their entry, and if they would have entered and if their speeches could have incited violence. So you have to take tough decisions. Again, the land administration, developmental initiatives in the whole district. When I was CEO Chitradurga Jilla Panchayat, it's a very dry and arid district, and I was posted in 2016 when Karnataka a drought was declared. So we took that as a challenge. We started all the canals leading to the lakes. We started desilting all the canals. So more than 2,000 kilometers of canals were desilted in a single year. And when the next year monsoon started, all the canals were filled with water, all the lakes were filled with water. So that is the kind of joy you get, your day-to-day work, when you are actually doing these kind of developmental activities, that no other job can match this kind of a happiness. So for that work only, we got Chitradurga, we got a national award also for the effective implementation of MG Narega also. So similarly, public grievances. Millions of public are actually relying on you. Any problem they face, they look up to you. They come to you for solutions. So you have to listen to them. Any, be it education, be it health, any problem, you are the authority because you will be heading all the departments in the district. And you are the authority to direct and to actually solve. So no other job gives this kind of an opportunity for you. So similarly, we also conduct elections. So you all must be, every 5 years there are elections. So as administrators, you will also be leading even from Gram Panchayat elections, Jilla Panchayat elections, elections for MLAs, elections for MPs. So through free and transparent means. So you are the actually custodians of the democracy. You are keeping the democracy alive. That kind of a responsibility is actually whatever you are reading now in your civics. So you are actually implementing that on the field. And also for the voter registration. Now, soon you all will turn 18. So once you turn 18, now you will also have the voting rights. So, but again, now the government has changed. Even at advance registration also has started. Once you become 17 years only, you can register for the voter registration advance. 1 year in advance, you can register. And once you become 18 years, automatically you will get a voter ID. Again, in Belgaum district, we did the highest voter registration for, again, advance. More than 118 students of 17 year plus we did. And that also got rewarded. We got again an award for that also. So wherever you work, so if you excel, it will be rewarded. Again, during disaster management, during floods, during drought, or during COVID, you are the leader. Everyone will look up to you for your leadership. And you will have all the resources under you. So you will be the chief custodian during disaster management as well. Again, all the public hearing, you have to go to all the villages, you have to actually listen to their problems, and you will have those resources to actually solve their problems. And the problems which you cannot solve, you can actually escalate it to the state government. And once you advance in the career, when you actually come to the state, actually your experience in the field is so precious. The government will actually listen to your feedback. So when you were in the districts, when you were in the ground working, what were your experiences? How can we actually better the services to the people? How can we change? So when you were a junior IAS officer, you will be implementing the policies. Once you advance in your career, you start creating the policies. Your ideas, all the creative ideas, you can actually put it into work. And your ideas, through your research, through your experience, you can actually frame the policies. And the best policies of the state will also be taken by the government of India. So your one idea can actually change the whole state and whole country also. So we can actually scale those ideas through the policies for all over the country. So again, you rise, you can actually rise. So you're all youngsters, and once if you become at 21, 22 IAS officers, you can actually rise even up to Cabinet Secretary, the highest administrative post in the government of India. He is the head of the civil service for the whole country. Again, there is a post, Chief Secretary of a state. So he will be the head, he or she will be the, currently we have Madam Shalini Rajanish, who is the Chief Secretary of Karnataka. So she is the head of civil services for whole of Karnataka. So similarly, many secretaries to Government of India. Again, Chief Election Commissioner is from IAS. The CEO of Niti Aayog is from IAS. The RBI, IAS officers become RBI governors. So many, the CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So all the highest posts in India are held by IAS officers. So, but again, how to become an IAS officer? So, through the IAS examination, or it's called the UPSC Civil Services Examination. So, the eligibility is very simple. Any bachelor's degree from any recognized university. So, that is a kind of inclusion. You can, any degree, any professional degree you can, or even through open schooling. Even from distance learning also, if you have a degree, still you can actually sit for this examination. And this is the cheapest examination in the whole world. The application, can anyone guess what is the application fee cost? How much you need to spend to actually sit for this examination?
150 rupees?
Yeah, maybe. When I was there, it was just 50 rupees. Maybe now, I think now also it might be just 50 rupees, or maximum it might be 150. I don't know now how much. So when I was there, I just paid 50 rupees. So now also it is either 100 or 150. And for women, it is free of cost. Women need not. So girls need not pay anything. It is a free examination. The toughest, but it's a free examination. So, but this has 3 stages. One is preliminary examination. Again, we will see it will have 2 papers. Then there is main examination. Main examination has 9 papers with essays, and then the final interview. So, preliminary examination is the first hurdle. So, in preliminary examination, there will be one is general studies paper 1, which covers history, geography, polity, economics, social development, environment, ecology, general science, and just guess which are the books we read to clear UPSC prelim examination. Anyone who can guess? Which is the favorite book for all UPSC aspirants? Favorite book of all UPSC aspirants. Which is the first book they read?
NCRT?
Yes, right, NCRT. Your NCRT 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard, these are the favorite books. Everyone starts with these books. So you are actually reading those books only. So why? Because your basics have to be very strong. So you can actually answer many of the questions just by reading UPSC NCRT books. Then there are some few books which you will actually get to know. Now you can concentrate only on NCRT. If you do NCRT properly, more than half of the job is done, or maybe you can even clear also without reading other books. So then there is a CSAT. CSAT is Civil Services Aptitude Test, which tests your comprehension, interpersonal skills, logical reasoning, analytical ability, decision making, problem solving, basic numeracy. This again you all would have done, and this is all objective questions. And this is just a eligibility. You just need to score 33% to clear CSAT. And there will be some cutoff, because these are all just the eligibility. They will not count the how many marks you have scored in preliminary. Even if you are number 1 in prelims, that will not be counted for your ranking. This is just to eligibility, the first eligibility. So that out of 15 lakh, those who take only the first 1:13 ratio. There are 1,000 posts, so maybe around 13,000. The top 13,000 go on to take the main examination. So this is where they will test your knowledge. So it will have 9 papers with all your analytical skills, and your ideas will be tested here. So this will have an essay, which will have for 250 marks. That will just to know your ability to articulate your thoughts on different topics. Then there are 2 optional subjects which you have to take. There are around 48 optional subjects which you can actually choose, which we will see in the next slide. And then there are general studies, 4 general studies paper of again 250. Again, one of the favorite books for everyone is again NCRT 9th standard to 12th standard. But for the basics, then again, there are few higher other books which you may have to read, but these are the basic books. Then there are again language papers, English and any of your mother tongue. Again, but these two are only for your qualification. Again, the marks for this will not be counted. So again, for choosing, I told two optional subjects which you have to choose. Again, it gives a 48 options for you. It is so comprehensive. For humanities, social, you have option of history, geography, public administration, sociology, political science, international relations, philosophy, psychology, anthropology, economics, commerce, accountancy. You can even take language subjects like Hindi, English, Sanskrit, Tamil, Kannada. My one of the options was Kannada. You know why I took Kannada? I was from Bijapur. I studied in Kannada medium up to 5th standard. I did not know how to speak in English. Even up to 10th standard also I used to speak in broken English. And I got 100 out of 100 in Kannada in 10th standard. That was my confidence level. Okay, I have got 100 out of 100 in 10th standard Kannada. Let me take in Kannada. So one of my optional, after that again, +1, +2, I had not studied. I did my engineering in computer science and engineering from NIT Allahabad. Then I joined Samsung India. I was again into software industry. 2 years I was in Samsung India software operations. Then I was in power sector. So I was studying along with work I was preparing, but still, first initially I had taken geography and public administration. Later I felt, let me take Kannada. So after one attempt, I shifted to Kannada and public administration. So you can take your mother tongue as well. So even science and engineering, you can also take agriculture, even civil engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, mathematics, physics, law, wherever from where you graduate, you can actually take those subjects as well. So the final one is interview. Interview is, they are just checking your personality. They have already tested your knowledge in the main examination. So the interview is the easiest of all the 3 stages, because you need not study anything for it. You just need to read the newspaper, because they are not testing your knowledge, they are testing your personality, about your aptitude, about your integrity, about your honesty. So this is considered as one of the easiest about showing your for your leadership qualities. So this is the easiest of all the 3. So if we see the mass distribution, here you can say prelims is only for eligibility. In mains, you have essay 250 marks. Then general studies paper 1, which covers Indian heritage, history, geography, society. General studies paper 2, polity, governance, social justice, international relations. The general studies paper 3, it's called general. So it is nothing is very, very expert. You need to have a general knowledge about everything, that's it. So economy, agricultural, science and tech, environment, security. General studies paper 4 is about for checking your ethics, for your integrity and aptitude. Then any of the 2 optional subjects which you choose. Then the total marks will be 1,750 and interview is 2,075. So total around 2,025 marks. So out of this 2,025 marks, whoever gets the highest, the first 1,000 out of the 13,000 people, who will be the first 1,000, they get into the different services. Again, can you guess how much might the average, how much the topper rank 1 must have got out of 2025? Huh? How much? 2020, no. 950, 1,500.
1,750.
1,750. 2,000. Okay. 500. No. So, again, it is around rank 1 will be around close to 1050, just around 55%. But again, the competition is so huge. The topper would have got 1050, but the 1000 rank will be just within 100 marks only by before the 950. So around 950 to 1050 will be the again the. So I am just telling you this so that you have this confidence, so that many people will have this is not possible. This is very much possible. Though this is the toughest examination, but because they're testing about everything, so you might not know many of the questions. So many times, many questions you don't attempt. So it is easy. But again, the strategy which we will come under the next part. So this is just the pattern. So these are the stages. Then there will be, based on this one, there will be final results and service allocation. So the out of this 1000, the first, maybe you can choose your options. First option IAS or first option foreign service, or the first, some people choose first option as IPS. So generally the first rank 1 to rank 200 will be IAS. Some who have chosen IFS foreign service also, they get, so then 200 to 400 IPS. Then maybe income tax, then customs and GST, railways. So similarly, we have 24 services. You get different service allocations are given. And again, the different states are also allotted. And everything is again based on merit. So again, I will just tell some real stories. So Shakti Dubey, All India rank 1. But again, though it is 1050 marks only, she took 5 attempts to clear this. Because that is the kind of patience, because the competition is so high, 5 attempts. This examination takes around almost 15 to 16 months. From the application till the results is 15 to 16 months, the longest, one of the longest running examination. So 5 attempts means almost for 6 years she would have studied, but with this patience, she got rank 1. Ira Singhal, a disabled student, but again cleared UPSC with rank 1. Okay, she scored 1082. So 1082 rank 1 with disabled. She is one of the finest, even with a disability, she is one of the finest officers Indian Administrative Service has produced. So again, Suhas Elvai, he is again a Kannadiga from Karnataka. He is a Paralympic silver medalist. So again, he was born with disability, but now he is world number 1 in men's singles in badminton. He has won silver medal in the Tokyo 2020 Para Olympics and Paris 2024 Para Olympics Games. Kumar Anurag, again from a Hindi medium, again he got. So again, I know many of my friends who have actually written the whole examination in Kannada. They have actually, and again, they were from RV College of Engineering in English, but they wrote whole examination in Kannada and still they have passed. So language is not a barrier in this. Even in your mother tongue, you can write the examination. So, but you should just have the grit to clear this examination. Karnataka has produced many rank ones. We have Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Bidaring, who was in 2000, she was the rank 1 from Karnataka. We have another officer, Miss Nandini, again from Karnataka. With family, she was already married, but still she got rank 1 in 2017. So she is again serving in Karnataka now. So there are many success stories, but again, only with passion and with perseverance, you can actually do it. Next. So it's very, but this examination takes only lot of patience is required for this examination. Because I know few of my friends who have taken 7 to 8 years to clear this examination, but they have not left in between. So, and this is the only examination where you can actually choose a career of your choice. You can do any of your graduation along with, I was actually, when I was an engineering graduate, but again I started UPSC examination. Again, along with work, you need not leave your job. Along with your job also, you can prepare. It may take some more time, but you can always uh, clear the examination. So if you start early, you will have that bit of an advantage, and you will have a strong foundation. Again, you have to just focus on your school subject, NCERT school books. See, we came to know around 2.5 crore of your age group are competing against you. When you have to compete with 2.5 crore people in the world, and close to 15 lakh for one examination, why can't you compete against 100, just around in your class, there are around 100 students. You have to just start with that, compete among your 100 people, start to excel in your class. Once you excel in your class, slowly you can excel even in this examination. So just this requires a smart study and consistent study, because you cannot lose the focus. So interest, concentration, hard work. These are the three mantras. If you have these three mantras with you, you can definitely clear this examination. And right now, all the parents who are here and the students, you need not put lot of pressure on yourself. Whatever you are doing, do best. If you at your grades 9, 10, 11, so now if you are doing the best, when you actually take up this examination, you will again do your best. But again, patience is the key. So you may actually not. So people take, some people pass in first attempt, some people second, some people third, some people fourth, some people even there are 7 attempts also people have taken. So you may feel setback, but you should never lose hope. So you should again you should always believe in yourself, and consistency is the key. So you can always plan backwards. So now we are 2025. So your graduation, you will take another 4 years. So maybe you have to plan in 2030 for your first attempt. So you can always plan backwards, and you can study for this examination. So embrace the struggles. So this is the only, so but again, when you take actually so many years, your peers might have gone for other countries, they might be earning in dollars. So you may actually face criticism if you are taking this examination, but you have to be focused. When actually after my software, all my friends were in US. But again, I resigned from my software job, and I joined a public sector. But all my friends actually went to US. I was in a power sector job. So that kind of a pressure will be there. They are earning in millions, they are earning in dollars. But you have to hold your ground and never lose hope. And you should always, your goal should be on your mind. And every topper was just once, he was a beginner. So you should never refuse to quit. So you should just have the consistent habits. You can say, I used to study, I was a late night, I used to study. So I always used to sleep at 4 a.m. in the night. So again, it's again different for different people. So study till 4 in the morning. Then I used to sleep. I used to get up early morning, 8 or 9. But again, my other friends who have cleared, they used to actually get up at 4 o'clock. They used to get up at 4 o'clock and study, but I used to study till 4 o'clock and then. So have your own strategies. Different strategies work for different people. Whatever works for you, take it, but you have to be consistently, you have to be doing. And again, once you actually prepare for these kind of examination, which takes 3 years, 4 years, so the self-doubt starts kicking in. So you should, those obstacles, you should silence your own inner critic, and you should always be surrounded by a good people, like family and friends who actually support you, so that the negative thoughts doesn't come to you. So now you already know the examination pattern, and choose the optional subject very wisely. Don't go by the popular subject, go by which subjects you have interest. And just beginning with NCRTs and current affairs. Current affairs, and have a habit of reading newspapers. The Hindu, Indians, or any newspaper. I used to read The Hindu and Indian Express. Those newspaper we used to read like textbooks, and we used to make notes from the newspaper. And every notes we used to revise 5 to 6 times. Otherwise, you read so much you actually forget. So with constant revision, so constant revision is the key in this examination. So you can clear it, and always have a friends group, and always share. Many people, even in school we see, we never share. If you think if you share with him, he may get 1 marks more. So we stop actually sharing. But but in this examination there is so much to study. If we have a good study group, if we share with them, they will share with you, both of you, because you are anyway competing with 15 lakh other people. But you can actually help the friend next to you. He will help you. Together, both of you will clear. So when I was in Delhi, both of my roommates, so we used to share. So I also cleared, he also cleared. So, but again, if you think by sharing, he will gain little more marks, but both of you will lose. So always have a good study groups, and even in libraries. So go to the libraries, study, have a very good group, and clear your doubts. So the mantra is very clear. With perseverance, with patience, with focus and consistency, you can clear this examination. So hard work is the key. With hard work, you can achieve anything. And if you clear this examination, any other examination is just a cakewalk. So today, I have, since I am in civil services, I have just given you a exposure to civil services. So there are many career options available to you. But because I got to know about civil services only when I went to engineering in Allahabad. So because back in Bangalore, no one talks about civil services. We actually hardly get an opportunity to meet civil servants. But once in Allahabad, everyone was studying in Uttar Pradesh. So because of my environment, because others were studying, I also started studying. So with that ecosystem, with that exposure, I actually started for this, and now I am an IAS officer. So I hope this talk and this session has given you an exposure to civil services. And if your passion lies here, so never give up. Definitely, you will be the next topper, the next IAS officer. Thank you very much. Now we are open to questions, Q&A. Anyone has any doubts?
Sir, thank you for that very insightful session. After listening to your inspiring words, I'm sure our students feel encouraged to choose the path towards the prestigious Indian Administrative Services. As Sir has already mentioned, the session is now open for questions from our students. So the first question is from Dev Narayan of grade 10A.
Namaskara sir, my name is Dev Narayan from grade 10A, and I want to ask you what skills from your school and college helped you the most in your career?
Hi Dev. Yeah, very nice question. So again, my high school days were the most, but that time I did not know I will do civil services. I never imagined, because I did not even know what is civil services when I was in high school. But high school days, I was passionate about what I was actually just studying. So I used to be the topper always. 8th standard I was topper, 9th I was topper, 10th I was topper, 10th I was district topper. So just that used to give me the adrenaline rush, ki do well, whatever I'm doing. 11th, I did not have, because of Bijap, I came from North Karnataka, did not have that exposure, but whatever I was doing the best. Whatever, because that's what I told. I just got 100 out of 100 in Kannada in 10th standard. That confidence pushed me to take Kannada in civil services. So these are the formative years. So 8 to 12. So if you do here, this is the best foundation. So now you will not realize, but whenever in the future, so how disciplined you are now will actually decide whatever you want to take it up in the future, that will actually help you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's move on to the next question. From TBSM, we have Ritvik Bhatt.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Ritvik. So I wanted to ask, how is a civil servant's role different from that of a politician?
So again, very interesting question. You all know, executive, legislature, judiciary. These are the three pillars of democracy. And now again we say even the media, the fourth pillar. So everyone in our constitution, everyone has a distinct role. So IAS officers or the civil servants, we come under executive. Again, under executive, the policy implementation and the policy formulation. The politicians are the legislators. So we elect them through universal adult franchise. We all vote. So they get elected for 5 years. So they have the people mandate. So your wishes, all the people's wishes, through them become laws. So they create the laws. Again, the drafting is done by you. If you become civil servants, they do the law, they voted, but again, the drafting is again done by you. So the laws are created by them. So they are the legislators. Again, in each department, it is headed by a minister. So minister is also, if you are a health secretary, so the health minister is heading your department. Under the overall guidance, you give the technical advice to the minister, but again, because the people mandate is with them, so they will have the aspirations and they will also would have given the manifesto, what they want to do for the people. So alongly, the technical advice will come from you, the policy advice comes from you, but they actually frame the policies and laws, and down in the districts we implement them. So again, without the synergy between the politicians and the civil servants, we will not be able to achieve more. So India needs, the state needs the perfect synergy between the civil servants and the politician. Only when they work in a perfect synergy, when your objectives, their objectives match with the people's wishes, the best outcomes gets delivered.
Thank you, sir.
Let's take up questions from TBSM. Diya Chandran from 11A.
Namaskara, sir. I am Diya, and the question I wanted to ask was, does the UPSC exam really test the skills needed to work in the government? Also, can a person's honesty and values be truly judged in the written test and the interview? Or do we really get to know a person's character only when they start working?
Yeah, hi Diya. Again, a very good question. So, UPSC, we went through, no, it is a 15 months exam. You actually apply in February month, when so actually apply, then in May, June you have prelims, then again August, September you have mains, then interview is in next March, then results in May. It almost takes, it used to be, when I took, it used to be 18 months. Now they have reduced to 15 months or 16 months. It actually tests your patience and your real actual character, whether whatever you believe, whether you will actually do it or not. So even multiple attempts you take, the whole examination itself is a test of character. Again, and in terms of knowledge, you study so well about everything, and in these with prelims and with mains, your knowledge is unparalleled about anyone. You go to any forum, you will know about something about everything. You can talk to anyone about anything. So that kind of a knowledge skills is tested in written examination. But again, when it comes to the interview, there they want to check your leadership skills, your integrity. So again, at the most, they will, because again the retired civil servants, so they will try to test as much as possible, but only it's the true character of the person actually comes when you work. But you should stick to it. See, when you are actually joining the services with one objective, once you actually enter also, you should stick to it. So when they have tested, they have taken the best person only. But after you enter, in which direction you move in the later years, it is up to you. So it is not the UPSC's fault, but if you are changing your direction, so it's the, we should stick to the principle. That is why we have the ethics paper. Initially, the ethics paper was not there. The whole ethics and integrity to check the person's character, they fully introduced one full paper on the ethics.
Thank you, sir.
The next question is from Shrestha from 9C.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Shrestha. I'd like to ask, what does success really mean in a civil servant's career? Is it about creating useful policies, running things smoothly, being honest and fair, or gaining the trust and respect of the public?
Hi, Shrestha. Namaskara. So one of the very Shrestha question you have asked. So again, for a civil servant, success lies in your action benefiting the real public. Again, while doing this, the means to the end is always the public good, so that the major public get benefited. How? The service delivery becomes simplified. Instead of having a big queue or for having a 30 days to get a service, again, using computerization, using digital technologies, giving services to your doorstep with a DBT, direct benefit transfer, giving the benefit without going to any center, sitting at your home, you get the direct benefit, the cash back to your account. So these are some of the initiatives. These are the outcomes. Again, the means has to be through a measure of honesty. So once you do, when the means is also done in a transparent manner, honestly, when the ends are actually met, that gives the real happiness. The real happiness is for you, for the work content you get. That is the real success mantra for a civil servant. One, what you actually believe, once you actually deliver, once it works, once it is emulated by everyone, so that transforms into the happiness. The kind of work you have done during disasters or any time, it will be hailed. So that success turns into happiness for you, but a simplification or the convenience or the comfort for the citizens.
Understood. Thank you.
The next question from TBSM, Ojas Patel from 9C.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Ojas, and I'd like to ask you if joining coaching centers is the only resort to clearing exams and the interview.
Yeah, hi Ojas. So again, many people will have these doubts whether because there is a big coaching industry. See, without coaching, many have cleared the examination. So coaching is not compulsory. If you can actually clear this examination without any coaching. But if you join any coaching, if you have the means, if you can actually, like generally after your graduation, you join a job, so you will not have time to join for coaching. So along with job also you can work, but if you join, you will have a direction, you will have the good ecosystem, you will get more time to devote actually. And you will be in the right mindset and some direction you get, maybe with less time. Means I joined IAS at the age of 25. And I was working with software industry also and power sector also. Along with job I was working. But if without job, if you join, maybe I could have joined 1 or 2 years earlier. It could have helped me join it early. So it will help, definitely it will help to join early, 1 or 2 years. But it is not the coaching alone is not required. Without coaching also, definitely you can clear. And half of them actually clear without coaching also.
Thank you, sir.
The next question is from TBSG, Dhruv Joshi from grade 11.
And nowadays, Bangalore has many coaching centers. Before, back in times, Bangalore did not have coaching centers. Only Delhi, New Delhi had lot of coaching centers. But now, Bangalore offers a lot of, and many online coaching. Before, online coaching was not available. Now, online coaching is there. Online tests are available. So now the dependency on actually moving to different cities, that has actually reduced. So sitting along with work, taking online coaching, online tests, here mock tests are the key. So whatever you read, you have to take a lot of, similarly for your this one. So now it is with technology, it has actually, it has improved. And Bangalore has many, now the Vijayanagar, Chandra Layout, that has become the hub. Many, you will find thousands of people studying. So that gives a good ecosystem in Bangalore also.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Dhruv. My question is, what role does psychology as a subject play in the preparation of the civil services examination?
Yeah. So again, I am not a psychologist. My domain is not psychology. So among 48 subjects, psychology is one of the optionals. So if you have graduated in with psychology as a subject, so you already have so much of knowledge. So you can take as a psychology. And see, public services or civil services, you deal with a lot of public. As a, again, as a district magistrate, you might be dealing with around 50 lakh public. Or again, once you become the secretary, whatever your decisions will also impact crores of people. You need to know you need to understand the psychology of the people also. Again, or when you are the head of the district, whenever during any law and order situation, you need to know the psychology of the people. Or even when actually people come to you with any problem, if you understand little psychology, just by listening to their problem, half of the problem you would have solved it. Because many people, we all see in government servants, they come with lot of anguish, lot of problems. Again, with agitation, even in when a big agitation is happening, 10,000s of people, otherwise they will set ablaze. You as a district collector, you have to listen to them. Otherwise, there is already a law and order problem is happening. They have blocked the national highway. They are setting the buses or this. And so you need to talk to the leader. You need to understand the psychology of the leaders. you might not be the only person who can give the solution, because you are only the negotiator or the talking. The solution has to come from the top, where you actually don't have the control. But by knowing the real psychology, by just listening to them, talking to them, you can reduce their temper, you can handle the actual law and order situation, and you can actually save your district from a big catastrophe as well. So,
Thank you, sir.
The next question from TBSG, Saniha Samarth, grade 9.
Namaskara, sir. I am Saniha. My question today is, what instilled a changing point in your career that you digressed from an engineering background to civil services?
yeah, hi Saniha. So I think maybe the Saniha point came when I actually went to NIT Allahabad for my engineering graduation. So till my engineering graduation, I did not know about civil services as an option. So only when I went to Allahabad, so there actually that time it used to be the Lal Batti. You all know now it is not there, the red beacon. So when we were just walking on the streets of Allahabad, on the banks of river Ganga, so this with siren, this Lal Batti, so many vehicles were moving, and there's a charm still. Bangalore, Karnataka, you don't see that kind of a power craze or this. But when you are in Uttar Pradesh or a Bihar, you will actually see. Then I saw a carcade going with siren, with this. Then I asked, what is this? Then all my friends, they were from North India. So they were like, he is the collector, and so these are the civil services. Then I understood, okay, civil services. Then civil service kya hota hai? Then I got little interest. Then they were also like the first year, second year of engineering, so again we did not study. But again in the third year of engineering, many North Indian friends, they started preparing for this examination. Otherwise this thing was again engineering, MBA, US was the initial thought. So, but again, when the third year they started preparing, I also started with little interest grew in that. So that was the turning point. Going to, again, Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, my engineering institute and my ecosystem, the ecosystem there. So we generally lack that kind of an ecosystem here. So that is why these kind of exposure sessions, you will actually get to know, okay, this is also one of the stream available.
Thank you, sir.
The next question is from Kiana Sapani, TBSG, grade 9.
Namaskara, sir.
Namaskara.
I'm Kiana. My question for you today is that, is law a good option to pursue the civil services examination?
Yeah. So law is a very good option because one, you have taken, after 12th, you take law, and so for 5 years, you would have studied law. Again, you need not choose another subject, study one more full subject. So you will have a lot of command over law, and one subject would be covered. It is a very good this one, but again, you have to see the previous year question papers, how is it. So by the end of your 5th year of law, you are comfortable in actually writing in law. Yes, law is definitely a good option. It is also a best option because because so many lags appear, doesn't happen, we need to always have a plan B. With law, plan B always works. Anytime you can always progress into your law career, even if this doesn't happen. So nothing hampers you. And law gives a wide, diverse exposure. So law is a very good option. Political science and international relations is a very good option. Many engineering students, IITians, they take psychology. You would have never studied psychology. But still, after many of my batchmates who are from IITs, they have taken psychology, they have taken geography. They have taken, law becomes again technical, so they cannot take law. Only a law graduate can take a law. Only a MBBS. My batchmate, the rank one was a MBBS student, Ashina Agarwal. Nowadays we are seeing many girl students are actually becoming the top 10. You will find many girl students. Rank one, there are many girl students. So she was a MBBS student from AIMS. She was a MBBS from AIMS. She took medicine. So with law also, many people from law, NLSIU. I have many friends from NLSIU. Then there are many friends from a local college whose name no one has heard also. So not that if you are only from IIT, you can clear. If you are only from national law schools, you can clear. People from Yellappa Dasappa Institute of Technology also have cleared. So it's like from local colleges also, they can clear if you are focused towards that examination.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have Janvi P, TBSG, grade 9.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Janvi. I would like to ask, how does the state government play an essential role in civil services?
So you run the state government. So once you become the civil servant, so you run the state government. You are part and parcel of the state government. So you are called as a government. When you are the district collector, you are the government. You are the representative of the government in the district. So you are the custodian. So they will, anyone who comes to you, they will talk. So you are the government. They are talking to you as a government. So state government is a system structure. So they will support. So all the rule of law is there. So all the laws of the state, we need to read it. So everyone need to work as per the rule of law, as per the laws of the country. But for everyone, you are the state government. When you are working with state government, you are the state government. When you are working with central government, this is an all India service. You also work for state government, you also work for the central government. So that is why it is called all India services. 3 services, IAS, IPS, IFS, Indian Forest Service. So these are the only 3 services which are called all India services. Because you also work with central government, you also work with state government. So when you work with state government gives us a salary. When you work with central government gives us a salary. But for every public on ground, you are the state government. They cannot come and talk to any minister or the chief minister. They will talk with you. They will discuss with you. You have to give them the solution. So you are the state.
Thank you, sir.
The next question is by Rudra Vinod from TBSW, grade 10B.
Namaskara, sir.
Namaskara.
Sir, in your speech, you told that the final interview is easy. But I've heard of many cases where the people have passed the mains, but not the interview. How can one prepare for the final interview? And can a person be placed as a gazetted officer in any government officer based on their main score?
Very, very good question. So again, it's 1:13 after prelims. So even for the interview, they call 1:2.5, 1:3. So like 1,000 posts are there. They call 2,500 to 3,000 people for interviews. So everyone, all 2,500, 3,000 people give interview. But finally only 1,000 get selected. So the other 2,000 people who have given interviews, maybe they missed this year. But next year again they can give, and many times it has happened. So the person who has actually got little less marks in mains or in interview, next again they will give, they will improve their ranking, they improve their service also. So we have seen many income tax officers writing again, becoming IAS officers. Many GST officers writing again, becoming IPS officers. So you can improve. And see, here they are just testing your personality. You discuss with them for 30 to 35 minutes. So basically a panel of interviewers are there. They don't know actually who actually come to them. You also don't know to which panel you go. In those 35 minutes, free and frank discussion about based on they give a DAF, that is the detailed application form in your DAF, whatever you have written based on if you are working somewhere, if you have a work experience. So generally, I was with Samsung Software, I was working on 4G technology back then in 2008 and with Samsung Software and again in power sector. So most of the discussion went in the power sector and about the Samsung, about the 4G technology. What is the difference, work culture between the working in public sector, working in private sector. So these kind of, and about your hobbies. So always pursue a hobby. So there will be question about your hobbies. So many people bluff about their hobbies. They will not have any hobby. They will just say gardening. They will just say something what actually they are not doing. So over a period of 20-25 years, you will have actually your hobby. So write your own hobby. My friend who had a rock climbing as her hobby. So maximum part of the questions were on rock climbing and she was actually doing the rock climbing. She could actually answer because what you are doing, you are true to yourself, you are true to your heart, you can actually give the best answer. But if you are bluffing without, in the application form unnecessarily, if you write something, cooking, without never cooked for once also, if you are writing cooking, or some people put it as singing unnecessarily, or reading without actually reading any books. If you write, okay, my hobby is reading. So they will ask you some questions about reading and you will be caught bluffing. So that's it. So you have to be yourself. Personality test, they're just checking your personality. If you don't know an answer, say, I don't know. Many people don't want to say, I don't know. They want to guess, start guessing. This is the biggest problem. If you actually don't know about any, because there are so many, under the sun, there are many questions. If you don't know an answer, say I don't know. Or if I am not recollecting, I had read something, but today actually I am not recollecting. So you have to be true to your this. But they will not, they will start, many you people also would have done in Viva hours. So some teacher is asking a question you don't know, but you guess something, tell something, bluff. So if you do that, they will get to know and you will get less marks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next, from TBSW, Charvita Reddy from 9A.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Charvita. The question I would like to ask you is, every journey has challenges. How does one motivate oneself when one encounters setbacks?
Yeah, this is the most important thing. Choose any career. So always you will have lows in your career. So that time, that is why you should have a hobby of your own so that you can pursue your hobby. And nowadays, stress, now we are even the students are having stress. So because examination stress so everybody encounters stress. So the stress management is the most important thing. So yoga is the best thing, or the meditation. So from the childhood, if you have these kind of a skill, these are actually the skills, life skills now. Because stress, it is not leaving anyone, including this one. Even a software job will have a stress, IAS will have a stress, they will have a lot of stress. So, healthy habits, yoga, meditation, and pursuing your hobbies, and always be in the surrounding of your loved ones. So that always helps.
Thank you, sir.
The last question of the session is from Diya Nair from TBSW.
Namaskara, sir. I'm Diya. Sir, do you have any advice for school students who are willing to write civil service exam?
Yeah, hi Diya. So that's what. So today you have got an exposure. My advice is, whatever you are doing, do your best. So this is too early. See, 9 to grade 12, this is too early to actually start for this one. If you have this mind as one of your options, and if it actually interests you, do the best. Whatever you are doing, do the best. Excel in your area and about your subjects. Have a hobby. Excel in your hobby. And read the newspapers compulsorily daily. Current affairs. Nowadays we are seeing students, they don't have they will be the number one. You ask any question in his textbook, he will answer everything. But about the current affairs, what is happening in the country, what is happening in the world, so they will not have knowledge. So read newspapers compulsorily daily, so that will improve your current affairs. And the essay writing. So read books so that your, again, knowledge improves. Your writing skills you can improve, and by writing good essays, that will always help. If you want to even go to your masters abroad, there also you need a essay writing. So this, anything you do, it will later definitely help. And just NCERT, I'm just telling, concentrate on your NCERTs. Read the best, so just don't by heart it. So understand the concepts. Once you understand the concept, you will never forget it. Otherwise, you have to, when you are actually preparing that time, if you have actually read it properly now, you have to just glance once, it's done. But otherwise, that time you have to read to know the real concepts. Know the real concepts, current affairs, so that's it. And good writing skills.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for addressing the queries of our students with such precision. I hope they now have a clarity about the civil services and will pursue this field with vigor. I call upon Nikhil Gurintla of grade 10 to deliver the vote of thanks.
So thank you, lot of good questions.
On behalf of my fellow students, teachers, principals, and the dignitaries, I extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. Nitesh Patil for graciously accepting our invitation and sharing his invaluable time today. Sir, your talk illuminated the essence of the Indian Administrative Service, what it stands for, now how it operates, and its significance in shaping our nation's future. Your practical advice on exam preparation, nourishing clarity of purpose, disciplined study, and perseverance has resonated deeply with all of us. You have not only demystified a prestigious career path, but also inspired us, hearing firsthand how determination, service, and informed planning can lead to success in the IAS has given many of us a renewed sense of purpose. Sincere thanks to the Brigade Foundation for facilitating this rich experience that we witnessed this morning. The efforts in bringing such distinguished speakers to us reflect the school's dedication to broadening our perspectives. Once again, thank you, Mr. Nitesh Patil, for gifting us with your experiences and wisdom. We now hope to see you again and continue this enriching dialogue on leadership and public service. I now request my fellow student to present this memento to Mr. Patil as a token of our appreciation. Thank you and a good day to all.